You want to know what's dumb? When people bring up America owned slave, white people owned slave, the founding fathers owned slaves. Like, when people bring that up, I think that's disgusting, and I think it's a pathetic attempt to bring in white guilt. And white people, please don't fall for it. I mean, a lot of y'all know not to fall for it, but here's another reason to add to why you should not fall for it is this. America only had slavery for about 80 years, because remember, we inherited that from the British, right? But America, the country, only had slavery for about 80 years, right? And did you know that England actually recently paid off its debt for owning all those slaves because they had to buy the slaves from the slave owners? It's a whole thing, but white people have done the right thing, okay? They've written this wrong a long time ago, so when people try to bring this shit up, it fucking pisses me off because, number one, guys, I apologize for, well, because what's today? September 24, 2023? Yeah, as of today, you can buy a fucking slave from Libya for $400, okay? I want you to understand that. So when people talk about it, when they talk about how America owns slaves, because guys, they don't really give a fuck about slavery, because there are tens of millions of slaves in Africa and Islamic countries right now, and they don't do anything. Actually, a lot of blacks agree with Islam. So, and you don't hear about any of these black rappers, you don't hear about Oprah buying any of these slaves from fucking Libya. You don't hear about it. So it's all a big grift. Yeah, you probably didn't hear me, so I apologize. But Oprah, Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne, none of these people are buying these slaves from Africa and freeing them, because it's all a big grift. Nobody really gives a fuck. It's something to try to make white people feel guilty. But white people, stop it, bro. Please don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for these niggas, dindus, bastards. I don't like the fact that America gets hated on and they try to shame America for owning slaves. But guys, there are countries that that still do slavery, that have had slavery, have owned slaves for thousands of years, centuries, way longer, millennia, way longer than America. But America gets blamed. So, yeah, bro, it's... that's how I know people. I hate this virtue signaling shit. I hate this victim blaming. I hate all of it. I hate fucking all of it. These people want to pretend they're fucking good. Black Lives Matter was a fucking scam. Those lesbian dyke bitches fucking took that money and moved to a white neighborhood, even though they try to claim all white people are racist. See, people who bring up like white people own slaves, Americans own slaves, they're dumb. They're fucking dumb. And they completely ignore the Africans who own slaves right now. I hate what black people have become. I hate it. That goes to show that integration. I don't know how we let this shit happen, bro. I really don't. I really don't know how the fuck we let this shit happen. How did this shit fucking happen, bro? How did we? Because the past, like, we have more technology. Yeah, we have all this stuff. People's life has gotten better, but for whatever reason, people did better under segregation, and I don't know why. Was it because that people knew who they were up against? Was it knew that, okay, was it like, okay, you had an opponent and you know who you were going to face every day when you stepped outside? Was it something like that? Like, was it this competitive rivalry thing? Like, do we need that? Do we need that as people? Do we need to just have open rivalry, open hostility? Like, you know, we might just need that. And it's black people's fault. It's black people's fault because we have been stealing. We have been failing in America. We've been falling behind ever since integration has basically started. Because it shouldn't make any sense when white people are being mean to you. You finally get them to be fucking nice to you, and what do? You turn into pieces of shit. We come up with the worst. We come up with satanic music that talks about harming people, their property, life, fucking promiscuity, fucking somebody else's girl. Like, we have music that glorifies all of that shit. So we aren't very moral people. And when this shit hits the fan, because white people, I know they want y'all to snap. Trust me, I know they want y'all to snap. I know, and y'all know they want y'all to snap. And They want y'all to snap on a fucking Mexican or a black person, and then that'll cause some chaos, and then people will fight, and they'll miss the true enemy, which is the government. The government is scared to lose power. They're not going to step down gracefully, like I said. And it always just seems to come back to this, you know. It's because what's going on right now in this country is a disgrace. I mean a disgrace in about every sense of the fucking word. You know, I remember in school they would say not everybody could read the Bible, because they said most people shouldn't read the Bible, right? But now I kind of see why they had that rule. Because when you give, like, think about it, we have all this technology. People can learn anything they want to learn. People can learn the truth, like black people can learn the truth and stop trying to steal everybody's fucking history. And they can learn the truth and acknowledge the fact that they're causing all these crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because nobody's telling them to be single mothers. Nobody's telling them to fucking litter their neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody's telling them these things. Nobody's telling them to kill each other. Nobody's telling them to do any of this shit. But they do it anyway. So what do? We got all the stats. We got all the evidence. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we don't have stuff backing us up. So why is it that black people don't call out the trash in their community? You know, why don't they do that? White people do it. They got white trash, they got emos, they got all these fucking groups and shit, but I never see black people en masse call out all this stealing, all this robbing, all this, the fucking terrible SAT scores that we have, that we've been falling behind at for damn near a century. You know, like, I'm just, it's terrible, bro. Like, it's really that bad. A lot of these fucking kids can't read, bro. What the fuck? And they want to talk about slavery. See, and that's our problem. We're so stuck on the past. Any black person that brings up slavery is stuck on the past, and you know they're trying to use that shit and manipulate it to get what the fuck they want, which is some devilish shit, because there's so much people can do right now. And I hate when people focus on shit that they can't do nothing about, right? Like, why would you complain and bitch about something you can't do nothing about? Take that frustration, take that energy that you claim to have, and do something right now. If you think slavery was such a bad thing, why don't you fucking buy a slave on the open market right now in Libya and fucking save their life? You know? Did you know Plato ran an office in Syracuse, right? And he ended up being sold into slavery. Now, one of his students found him and bought him, and you know, he became safe. But guys, it's like, slavery isn't this fucking special thing that only happened to black people. Black people sold each other in slavery before fucking white people started selling them and buying them. So don't fucking paint this brush of white people did, because honestly, if we're being honest, when white people say the N-word, I don't know why black people get mad, because we all had our mother call us a black, you dumbass nigga, you know what I mean? Like, we've heard it all our life. So hearing a white person say it shouldn't fucking offend you. Slavery. Black people in Africa was fucking slaving each other around. So don't just try to paint this brush. Don't try to, I hate it. It fucking pisses me off, because guys, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. And I don't want to call it the purge, but when shit hits the fan, because guys, it's gonna happen. Welfare is gonna run out. You think, guys, it's white people, don't let them take your guns, bro. Don't let them take your guns. White people, do not let them take your guns, please. Y'all the only people that can really say this shit, because niggas, they not gonna wake up. Maybe a few of them did, but it's not enough as it need to be. Not as enough as it needs to be. We was kings. We was kings. To this day. To this day. Yeah, man. But anytime somebody ever tells you, well, but America owned slaves, tell them shut the fuck up. And America only owned slaves for 80 years. They were the first country to fucking stop slavery. So the country, it took less than 100 years for them to end slavery in their own country. That's very impressive. Y'all need to fucking commend America. Respect America. No country's fucking perfect. Take your ass to fucking Africa. Free the slaves there. How about that? You won't do that, will you? Of course you fucking won't. You fucking virtue signaling pussies.